to the round 7. On the left hand side we have James Smith, who is playing Infernoid, and on the right hand side we have Lin Lee, who is playing Nekroz. First time we have Nekroz on the stream today. And interesting thing, they are table 1. So this is table 1 at round 7. So I hope you do enjoy this one. This is going to be excellent to see because they're both very good players, and we will see how it goes. So I'll give them the knock that they can go ahead when they are ready, and we shall go from there.
And they're both having the same sleeves as well.
Oh, both same sleeves. This is going to be interesting. So the mats have slightly shifted, which is annoying my OCD a little bit, but nevertheless we shall prevail, and I'll change it in next round. So there's a very, very big dice there. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, so they are starting off now, and we shall see who goes first.
So, Shriek going to 1. Has that hurt Nekroz as much as you think?
Well, it hurt the... and we see a reasoning. Straight away, before I answer that, we see reasoning. Antra, Card Trooper. Oh, that wasn't very good, but nevertheless. So, yeah, Shriek going to 1 has kind of stopped the crazy Trishula plays. But people have started... second Card Trooper, wow. They've started putting in a lot of different things, like Warrior Turning Alive to bring back the Shrit and keep using it. And obviously you can use it from Grave and banish it, but...
And the Aquamirror Cycle as well.
Yeah, Cycle is also another one that people are using, so... So here we have 3 banished Infernoids. Wow, straight away. For a Nook.
A Nook? Is that a Nook?
Yeah. And he's just going to destroy the field and draw 2. So it's a very clever play, that. Destroying the Card Troopers.
Yeah.
By his own effect, being allowed to draw 2 when he's established such a big monster on board. And just
so he doesn't take any life point damage as well.
Yeah.
Because it will be 500.
Exactly, so... Pretty impressive play there. So we see the Colossalus come down.
To get an Aquamirror.
Yeah, so we all know how this is probably going to go a little bit.
Oh, he's getting the Kaleidoscope.
So he gets the Kaleidoscope, makes you think what he might have in his hand. If he has the... So he plays the Kaleidoscope, and he's going to...
Banish.
Yep.
Negate and banish.
So possibly thinking he was maybe trying to bait that out.
Well, he did have a Colossalus in hand, so he can add another mirror in hand.
So he's passed, and Galaxy Cyclone the MST, which is kind of a trade-off, doesn't really matter. Those MSTs are probably going to be coming out, maybe, depending on how he feels about the matchup. But we shall get to the side decks a little bit later on. So James has a lot of presence in the graveyard. There's a lot of Infernos, I do believe. He did banish 3 off a Nook, but he still has that Nook, and I think he has maybe 2 more. So that's still just deciding, seeing what is going on. So then he summons Decatron, which is one of the new ones. Or is it Decatron, Decatron? Either way. And as we know from the first game, Decatron is effect. You can send an Inferno to the grave and then it gains the level.
Yeah.
So that's what he's just thinking about now.
And the effect as well, which is pretty good. But he's got nothing on board. But it could quite possibly, if he sends the one that banishes from the graveyard, contribute itself to banish the Colossalus in the grave, so he can't use the mirror.
So he sends the second Nook. He has used all of his Nooks now. He uses 2. So we'll see how this goes.
So he's attacking.
So he's going to attack for 3,000 because I do believe it gets the attack.
Yes.
No, it just the card's name becomes that monster's and replaces this effect.
So it's 500.
Yeah, so it's still 500. So Linley's having a bit of a think here as to what he can possibly do. And he was just letting that go through.
So he has got Valk in hand. He's just topped the preparation of rights. And he's past turn.
Interesting, because he has the Valk in hand.
He has the Valk in hand.
So he's just going to poke for another 500.
For another 500.
So then he's just checking what he's got in grave. The cameras are obviously shifted a little bit, but nevertheless. So that's a Brianarch that has been discarded.
Probably to search a unicorn.
Or is that possibly the spellcaster? And it is.
It is.
So that's Great Sorcerer. So he has Book of Eclipse. I can't really see much else in his hands.
He's got a cycle, Preparation of Rites, Book of Eclipse. That card that he's just added to his hand, the Great Sorcerer.
Great Sorcerer, the Nekroz.
Yeah. And a Valk.
So he's just setting it. I'm not entirely sure what the defense is. And his defense is only 800. But maybe it's an option for to get rid of Valk in grave.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, he just switches the deck.
He just drew a Shrit.
Oh, interesting. So just waiting to see what he might do. So he plays Book of Eclipse.
I don't understand why. Okay.
So he's basically baiting out the effect.
Oh yeah. I know. I forgot. I thought on it's till it dies. Yeah. That's right. So now he plays the Necron Cycle.
Cycle gets out the Brio.
And then shoots effect to get the Trishula. Oh, Gunnia. Ah, the other Colossus.
So Colossus is going to get him probably, Kaleidoscope. And he plays the Kaleidoscope. Is he trying to go for that? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's game. And he gets rid of the Barbroid in grave. Does he have any response to this?
So that's 2-5, 2-3.
1-6, 2-9. 2-3, 2-3.
And then 1-9, 2-9.
Doesn't look like Kevin has a response.
No.
Yep, so that's his game. So just the Nekroz OTK there, just going absolutely mental. So looking at James Smith's side, the Inferno player, does he have any side for this matchup against Nekroz?
End of Anubis.
End of Anubis, amazing.
He plays two Retaliating Seas, Spell Canceller. That is always a good shout for Infernoids after Reasoning. Trap Eater, Kaiku, and Chaos Hunter.
Wow,
Chaos Hunter again is a really good.
Chaos Hunter's a very good one. If anyone doesn't remember what End of Anubis does, it is a Dark level 6, 2/5 attack, 0 defense, and its effect is while this card is faced on the field, all effects, spell trap, monster effects that target the cards in the graveyard or that activate in the graveyard are negated. So obviously this can be brought out with a Reasoning or a Monster Gate.
Yeah. And then Jinzo.
Probably not going to help in this matchup all that much.
Matchup.
But Jinzo is definitely a good one.
And then for the Nekroz player is 2 Fire and Ice Hands, 2 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, 2 Maxi, 1 Kaiku, 2 Shared Ride, 2 Breakthrough Skill, and then 1 Decree and 1 Typhoon.
Ah, interesting. So he's just going with the 1.
The 1 Decree.
Because he only mains 2 traps, which is Torrential Tribute and Vanities. Yes. So, yeah, interesting.
That is really interesting.
So we'll see how this goes now. They are still signing up. And yeah, that round was only about 9 minutes, or that game was only 9 minutes, so we'll see how the next game fares.
We didn't see any Manju or Senjus.
We didn't know, but he didn't actually need them, which is the first. So we're going to be seeing Linley definitely going first, because James has the choice, and not only do you manage to have the opportunity to OTK with Infernoid yourself,
definitely,
but the fact you're crippling Nekroz to not be able to really push and do what they want.
If he gets first turn, well, anything to stop him.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be a fun
match. What would be some of the best cards that Linley Nekroz player can open up with, do we think?
Against Infernoids?
Probably the Vanities if you still got it in. It's difficult, really, because there's nothing that really shuts him down first turn. Kaiku would be nice. But the Vanities is kind of the big thing that you need to play in. It's like standby phase or something.
Well, the fact that Kaiku can only stop cards being removed from the graveyard. Infernoids don't have to be removed from the graveyard.
Yeah.
Removed from the hand.
Exactly. So Linley, if you guys know, he is one of the very top players in the Brotherhood at this locals, and he just sets one and passes. And I wasn't sure what he saw, but he does have that Preparation of Rites in hand with a Senju, I think a Raigeki, and also
Dance Princess, I think I saw.
Yeah, so that is the new Infernoid card, which is, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Void Imagination.
That's the one, Void Imagination. If you guys don't know what it does, I will pull it up now for you so you can see. Void Imagination is a continuous spell card, even though it's just been MST'd. But it's Infernoids, you control, lose 2 levels, well, 2 levels or higher, destroy 1, and that type of thing. In fact, I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. It doesn't look like it.
I can't tell what it is, actually. Ah, it's fine, it's been MST'd, it's out of the game.
Or it might be Void Banishment.
It's probably Void Banishment, yeah.
So he's just poked with 16.
So, Linley does have the Raigeki. He does also have the
Dance Princess,
which is pretty big. So he's just going to get rid of that straight away.
Would you push now, considering you've only got probably 2 cards in hand?
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, he's adding it back to hand.
He's adding it back to hand. Pretty strong.
But he has got a Raigeki.
So he's passively just crashed.
Does he have a Valk to stop? Because he could potentially OTK.
Potentially he could. That's 1-8.
That's 1-8. So that's 4-6.
So, Linley's still in a strong position, even though he's down on life points, and he just draws a cycle.
Cycle, wow. So he's going to cycle into the Unicorn, I believe.
Wouldn't be a bad play. Yeah, both players are still XO, I do believe. I think James Smith is X1 and Linley's the only XO left. So here we see the cycle. And he decides to activate Infernoid's effect to banish the Unicorn. So he gets rid of the Dance Princess for a second Unicorn in hand. Pretty big.
And then Dance Princess's effect.
Yep, brings it back.
Brings it back to hand.
He's going to bring back Dance Princess. He's going to summon the Dance Princess.
So he's going to tap for 1-6. And then 2-3.
So that's going to leave James on his first damage on 4-1. So he passes his turn with a pretty strong field and 3 cards in hand. I do believe actually James is XO still. People are telling me, I imagine so. So he passes his turn and draws the Manju game. That was 2-0. That was crazy. Swift 2-0.
I've never seen Infernoid get Swift 2-0 that quickly.
No, that was so amazing.
Only 15 minutes in.
15 minutes in, Swift 2-0. Nothing James could do about that. GG. No re. So that is it. Round 2. This is the final round coming up now. Round 7 will be happening very soon. That top deck manager was amazing, and that's it. So we'll catch you guys